Hi guys, welcome to your fifth C++ tutorials, and today we'll be treating if statement. If statement. An if statement is used to execute an instruction or block of instruction only if the condition is fulfilled. Where the condition is the expression that is being evaluated. So when your condition is true, the statement executes. When it's false, it ignores. That's how the if statement works. When your condition is true, the statement executes, but when it's false, it ignores. So let's try an example. int int a So now we can see correct. So since our condition is true, our statement executes. You understand? Since the condition is true, the statement executes. We have int a is 100, which means 100 is assigned to a. Now 100 is equal to a is equal to 100, which means our a is what? 100. You see, our a is 100, so it's 100 equal to 100. Yes, it's equal to 100. Then our statement does what? It executes, which is correct. Hope you get me. Yeah, so that's how it runs. So if statement, if the condition is true, the statement executes, but when it's false, it ignores. That's how the if statement works. And also in if statement, you can try with the logical operators. So let's try it. Let's try a different one. 10. Now you see there's nothing there. So if your statement is false, then it ignores, nothing counts. If your condition is false, it ignores, nothing appears. So you can see a is not equal to 10. So it's false, nothing appears. So let's try different one. A is not equal to 100. Then let's try. So you see correct, because a is not equal to 100, which means 10 is not equal to 100. So we have our statements to be true and our condition to be true. So our statement what? Execute. So you can try your hands with different kinds of logical operators. You see the greater than, less than, and the rest. So try your hands on this work. Try your hands on this work. And pause the video and try your hands on this work. Okay, let's solve it together. So we have int a 4 times 4 plus 3 times 9. If a so 31, and you can see our correct appeared. You see, and you can see our correct appeared. So that's how it works. That's how it works. So that's for the if statement. That's for the if statement. You can try your hands on it with different kinds of example. You can even wish someone Merry Christmas or Happy New Year. You understand? So you can just try your hands on it. And this what they use for the age grading and everything, checking your age and everything. The conditions are really important. So you need to just master your hands on these conditions. Now we have something called the if else statement. The if else statement. Now let's try this one. 10. So you see nothing execute. Okay, so it's like if Kofi is not equal to Amma, then something should appear. You understand? A statement should appear that, oh, Kofi is not equal to Amma. So if A is not equal to 31, then something should appear for you. You see, if A is not equal to 31, then something should appear for you. So we have if A is what? If A is equal to 31, correct. Else, so this is the if else statement. Else, that one we don't add an else condition. We don't add a condition like this to it. We just give a straight statement. So else, see out, try later. Try later. You see, so right now this is how it works. If A is not equal to, if A is equal to 31, then you should see out correct. But if A is not equal to 31, you should do what? You should see out try later. And when we check, our A is 10 and 10 is not equal to 31, which means it will see out what? Try later. Hope you understand. Let's give a different example. So A is less than 31. So when you check this one, which one will work? When you check which condition works or which statements work. When you check this condition, which statements work? And you can see it will be the correct, because A is less than 31. So that's for the if else statement. That's how the if else statement works. You see, if the condition is false, then it's what? It falls under the else statement. You see, it falls under the else statement. So it's like if this one is good, then statement should appear. But if it's bad, the bad statement should do what? To appear. So that's for the else statement. You can try with different types of logical operators. The greater than, less than, not equal to, equal to. You can try for all. Now I want us to try something, a guessing game. Your name must appear first on the console. I want you to try a guessing game. Your name must appear first on the console. If the answer is the same as what you code, then it should appear hooray. But when the output, when the answer does not tally with what you code, then it should appear what? Try again next time. You understand? So let's try our hands on that guessing game. So I'll give a comment. If you can pause it and do it your own. So guessing game. So the first instruction is we should let our name appear first. So see out, welcome, Timmy's Game Center. Welcome to Timmy's Game Center. So, so this one is user input. So remember to bring your C in. You see, so int a. So this is our secret code, our secret number. This is my secret number. Int a is what? Is 3. C out. Same as C out. Okay, let's try it. C out, please. Guess the right. Get the right. Don't worry, today my typing is somehow. I've not drink coffee. Okay. Guess the right answer. Guess the right number between 1 to 10. We are creating a guessing game. So C in A. If A is equal to 3, C out, hooray. Else, C out, try again next time. Try again next time. So let's run the code. Let's drop it. So you can bring your end line. So welcome to Timmy's game. Let's drop this one too. So and let's put a welcome to Timmy's Game Center at the middle, which is a tabulation. We did it in our second tutorial. So welcome to Timmy's Game Center. Please guess the right number between 1 to 10. So I enter 3. You can see hooray. You see, then our program terminates. Now let's try another one. Now I enter 4. Tells me try again next time. So this is how it works. Our guessing game. So you can add a condition to it which will make you try again like 3 times. You can do it on your own, which will help you to try again next time 3 times. So assuming I enter 4, then it's wrong. You see, it won't terminate. It will tell me to try. You have 2 chances remaining, then you do again. You have another chance remaining, then you do again. So you can try your hands on that one. I want you to try your hands on this one too. Find for 2 numbers, both needs to be the same. You are finding for 2 numbers, both needs to be the same. Find for 2 numbers and both needs to be the same. Now let's try that one too. We are finding for 2 numbers and we want both of them to be the same. So welcome to Timmy's game. 2 numbers and we want, so let's add int b.
A selfie. But before you do, let's ensure your Smash swag is 100 so you can shoot your shot with extra confidence.
So here we'll be adding our end. This one is called end. End. End operator. End operator. And the end operator means both statements needs to be true. The end operator means both statements needs to be true. So if A is equal to 3, then B is what? 1, which states here that our A is what? 3 and B is 1. So is 3 equal to 3? Yes. And is 1 equal to 1? Yes. So our end operator means both statements needs to be true. Your right and your left needs to be true. You see, both statements, if one is true and the other one is false, that means your statement is what? False. That's how it runs. The condition is false. Both statements needs to be true. So let's run it in. So enter first number, I enter 3. Place it, I enter 1. You see, sorry, I didn't enter C in B. Sorry. So let's try it again. Now hooray. Let's try another one. You see, try again next time, because both statements are not true. Because the three is true, but for the B is what? 1, and I entered 5 for the B. So you should give me try again next time, because our end operator says both statements needs to be true. As time goes on, we'll be explaining this ones. We have the end operator and the or. The or operator means one statement needs to be true. At least one needs to be true. So this is how the or works. This is how the or works. So the or means one needs to be true, and the end is multiplication, which means 1 times 0 is what? 0. 1 times 1 is what? 1. 1 means true, 0 means false. So if you are using the end and it's 1 times 0, which means true and false is what? 0, which means it's false. So both statements needs to be true. 1 times 0 is 0. But for the or is plus. So 1 plus 0 is what? 1. True plus false is what? True. That's how the end operator works. The or operator works. End operator is multiplication. The or operator is addition. So this is how the or is. The or looks like. And the end. So the or means at least one needs to be true. So when I run the code, our A is 3. When I put 4 here, it will give me hooray, because at least 1 was true. Our A was 3. You see, our A was 3. At least 1 is true. You see, so our A was 3. But when I enter 5 and 6, it will give me try again next time. Why? Because both statements are not true, and our or is plus. 0 plus 0 is what? 0. You see, 0 plus 0 is 0, which means false plus false is false. You see, but when it's 1 plus 0, it will be what? 1, which means at least 1 needs to be true. But this one, it was false and false. Our A is 3 and our B is 1, but I entered 5 and 6 for the guessing game. So it will give me try again next time. You see, so but the end is times. The end is times, which means both statements needs to be true. 1 times 0 is 0. That one, if even one is true and the other one is false, is your statement, your condition becomes false. So 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 1, so let's say this is 1. I enter 6. 6 will be what? 0. It will give me try again next time. But when I enter true and true, our program works for us. So let me run it in. Let's try. So 3, then hooray. So that's how our end operator and the or operator works. And that's how our if else 2 works. So this all what we need to learn about our C++ if statement. Our C++ if statement. That's how it works. Our next tutorials will be on our if else if statements. If else if statements. So please try your hands on this one and try to get understanding. Thank you and see you in our next tutorials. Bye. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you. Bye.